fellow Star Trek fans. Welcome back to a very special bonus episode of The Dry Dock. With me, of course, I am Mike Overton, your host, joined by my wonderful friend, Captain Goodwill. Mr. Goodwill, how are you doing this week?
Some might say insanely jealous. Some might say enraged with envy. Some might say, have you just been in Wicked because you are green AF? I wonder why, Mike.
It might have something to do with the content of this video, perhaps.
Yes. Every single person I hate right now.
I know. So for those who don't know, obviously on November 28th, aka Black Friday, the Lego group dropped the U.S.S. Enterprise NCC 1701D Lego set, the very first of hopefully many Star Trek Lego sets. And it pretty much sold out online in about 3 hours, from what I can ascertain, because I was not going to wait up for it. And I went to bed and I woke up in the morning and I got up at 6:30. I looked at it and it had already pushed back to February for delivery. So I was like, okay, fine, it ain't going to happen. I will just wait. And I was at my home away from home in the Adamas Belt, aka Bridge Command in London, for a friend's birthday. And I just so happened to check the stock levels at local stores. And it happened to be Shepherd's Bush was the only store within 120 miles that said it had stock.
What?
So I said to the other half, right, do you mind if we go and take the half-hour tube ride to Shepherd's Bush? No. So we darted to Shepherd's Bush, and we're literally power walking from the tube station through all the crowds, going, shit, which floor's the Lego store back on again? Oh, right, it's that one. So we're power walking through the Shepherd's Bush, through Westfield Centre at Shepherd's Bush. We get to the Lego store. And I'm going, where is it? 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 And then lo and behold, halfway down the shop, there she is. Fully made, on display. You can play with it. You can pull it apart. So, and there are 2 sets on the shelf. That's it. So I pick one up and went, I'm grabbing this now. And the manager is like 6 feet behind. And she's going, yeah, well done, like that. Because I've also got my Strange New Worlds top on. And I've got a podcast hoodie on.
Yeah.
And then we get to the desk. And then we're just chatting away. And the bloke's like, which is the better, the D or the E? And I said, how dare you make a man choose? Because they are both as good as each other. And
that's like shooting air and water.
Yes, exactly. And then they were like, oh, right. And here's your gift with purchase. And it was the shuttle, and what they had done is they made sure they allocated them all correctly, so they had enough of every stock. And they went, oh, also have these other 2 gifts with purchase because you've gone over £100 and £200. It's like, oh, okay. So I ended up with 4 Lego sets, 2 of which are still currently in boxes. But the first thing we're going to talk about is I want to talk about the gift with purchase, because not unlucky for the people who got sent the Lego sets from the Lego group, they didn't get them.
No way.
So all the reviewers did not get the shuttle. The shuttle is exclusive with purchase, hence the name, gift with purchase. And of course, the shuttle comes with its own very exclusive minifigure, which is Ensign Ro Laren, who just looks incredible. And Ro has a twin face print as well. So if I spin her head, take her hair off and spin her head around, she has a alternate, slightly stern-looking face print. And I have to say the detail is incredible, because it also has, I'm going to see if the camera's going to pick it up. It has her earring.
Wow.
As well. So they've done a really good job on that one. I'm really happy with how that came out. And then the shuttle itself also has some cool little Easter eggs. So it took me about 40 minutes to put together. It's a lot more complex than it actually looks. It has both doors open up, as well as the rear hatch.
The rear hatch is so cool.
It is so cool. They did a really good job of it. And then inside of it, and I'll put the photos up on the screen, there is a little LCAST panel with a Derek's class Romulan warbird in there as well, which obviously harks back to that episode. And it's just really, really well thought out and well done. And there's even like a little bit of luggage space at the back, so you can put things in there if you wanted to, and then it all just kind of closes down, and there's enough space in there for Ro to sit. It's just a really cool little gift with purchase. And as you said earlier, I agree. It's the perfect shuttle to start with, because it's the first shuttle we kind of see in the series, really, isn't it? Well, and also, it's very relevant to the Enterprise, because it's the main shuttle used throughout TNG.
I also think as well, you know, when you look at the other shuttles, we've got the Type 15 and we've got
Yep.
the Type 4, Type 7, the
Yes.
Hawking.
Yes.
They
The
are
ugly
more.
one.
They are more. They have more of a curve. I mean, obviously the 15 is a little
Yes.
bit more angular, but the Type, is that the Type 2?
This one. This is the Type
Yeah,
15.
Type 15. Sorry, I can't.
Yeah.
I've literally got the shuttles right there, and I can't read them.
The shuttle names make no sense half the time.
Yeah, but that is it is the perfect Lego
Yeah.
design for a shuttle.
Because
It
it's
is so
so
angular.
boxy and so angular.
Yeah,
It fits
it
perfectly.
just fits perfectly. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really, really cool, and I think as a gift with purchase, it's the perfect gift with purchase.
I'm gonna say it
Um,
though. I like kits in that.
would look awesome, but also the
Oh,
other thing I really like is Lego are renowned for stickers, lots of
mhm.
stickers, and this, of course, has everything is a sticker, but the stickers are
Yeah.
transparent.
Really?
So unlike with a lot of sets where they are normally coloured, and we'll
Yeah.
get to the Enterprise D in a minute, where they're coloured, these are actually transparent. So you don't actually see any discoloration because they're clear.
Oh, that
Which
harkens
again,
back
I
to the
think is a
Playmate
really
days.
nice thing.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, so all in all, really nice little set, and even has the 1701D on the roof as well.
Mhm.
It's just really cool. But I think for me, the shuttle's great. I wanted Ro Laren, to be perfectly honest with you. Ro was always one of my favorite characters through TNG, and I think the fact that she's only available in this set, just
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen this minifigure on eBay. It ain't cheap. I can tell you that
Oh, the
much. I mean, I've
scalpers are
seen
abound.
well, these sets are up on eBay for like £80 to £100, and they have a retail price of 22. I think is what they were saying is what it would cost.
That's
And it's
insane.
like it is insane. So anyway, great, nice little half-hour, 40-minute build. Really, really cool. Really, really enjoy building that one. But of course, we're here to talk about the big Kahuna herself. So
Yeah, we won't make the euphemism. We're professional.
before we talk about the big D, well, let's talk
Oh,
about
God.
the minifigs. And I
Yes.
tell you what, let's talk about the minifigs and the accompanying plaque. So the plaque is really cool. It's shiny silver. And it's got a blue line drawing, which is very indicative of Star Trek. But it's the Lego set, which I thought was a really nice little touch.
Yeah, because normally when you get like the Venator class or anything like that, it is the
Yeah,
actual original blueprint. They've gone for
but
the
no,
Lego.
they've actually done it as the Lego set. So it's the
That's
Lego
so
set,
cool.
which I like that touch a little bit more. It's also printed, so there's no sticker on it, which I also really
Ooh.
appreciate.
Mm.
And then we have the sub build. That is the 9 minifigs that come included. Now, that's a sticker on the front, which I'm a little bit annoyed about. And I'm also a little
Yeah.
bit annoyed about the grey border. But hey,
Mhm.
all of the stickers on this are solid. So all
Mhm.
of the grey stickers are grey. There's a couple of points which I'll show on the saucer where that's obvious because they're different textures.
Mhm.
But to start with, we're going to run through all the minifigs. And you actually start the build off in bag 1 with Dr. Crusher.
Okay,
And
that's
throughout the build, obviously there are 30 bags in the box,
oh
and
god.
inside the box it's broken down into two. So essentially, there's a box inside of the box.
Hmm.
The white box inside is the entire star drive section, and that's
Oh,
bags 1 to 15, I think it was, if I remember correctly.
okay.
And all of that is in the white box along with the manuals. And then all the loose bags are the saucer section, which I thought was a really nice way of doing it. You don't have to go sifting through to figure out where. So what I did is I opened it up and I then just stacked all the bags inside the white box. I can literally just pull the next one out and go. So you start the set with Beverly Crusher. Really cool little minifig. From what I can understand, with all of these minifigs, the torsos are completely custom, and there are some recolored parts and some new parts. So the new part for Beverly Crusher is the medical pad that medical tricorder
The tricorder, yeah.
that comes on a little brick, which I
That's
thought was
so
kind of
cool.
cool. After that, we then get, if I remember correctly, we then get Wesley Crusher.
Oh.
So Wesley is again, all of these, with the exception of Picard, have dual face prints. So I've purposely picked the panicked Wesley Crusher.
I did wonder why you'd pick the panic one.
If I take his hair off, he's just smiling. I prefer the panic because it's that, and it pairs nicely with the portable tractor
the
beam.
tractor beam. Yeah.
So if there we go. There he is with his portable tractor beam. It's the perfect accompaniment, I think. So again, custom torso print for Wesley Crusher, and then you also get the mini fig legs, is what I call them, because obviously he's a child. And then you also get the little sub build, which is this portable tractor beam, and again printed tile, which is also really nice to see.
Yeah.
The only annoying thing about this is there's no way to display this. They actually don't recommend displaying it in the minifig full time. They actually have it as a separate piece. Yeah. And
Even
I don't know
though
if that's
on the promotional images it's displayed.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's just because they don't want the hands to be damaged.
Okay.
Because the other thing you'll also notice with a lot of these is their skin color.
Yes.
Not all minifigs are skin color, are they? Some of them, like especially the Star Wars sets, the human ones are obviously human, but your traditional minifigure is a whole array of varying colors. So, but yeah, so I'm wondering if it's because they might be slightly brittler hands. Who knows?
Perhaps.
After that, we get the wonderful Guinan with a bottle of green.
Aldebaran whiskey.
Exactly. And Guinan's quite cool. Again, she has the dual faces, but also a completely brand new hairpiece was created for Guinan. So her hat and hair is completely unique to her. So it's not something you're ever going to see anywhere else. It's only on this one minifig, which I thought was quite cool. After that, we have Lieutenant Commander Data, who I think has Count Dracula's hair. But it works perfectly.
It's very slicked back. Yeah.
It's very slicked back. Again, dual face prints. And then you have the custom, uniform, which the uniforms look cracking on these. They really do. And
they've
Mr.
got the
Data,
color right.
They comes with Spot, the cat. Which I just thought, that's a really cool, nice little touch. He comes with Spot. After that, we then get Deanna Troi. Let me put Spot back on the Dubry What's It, because actually the cat's really difficult to put on the thing because the paws are a bit. There we are. So we then got Deanna Troi again, who the hair is a recolor. It's never been done in this black before. Again with a custom torso print and a different tricorder this time. So every accompaniment is completely custom. We then get Geordie. Who only has I think he only has a. Oh no, he does have a dual face prints, and he's
carrying his. Yeah, the hair, I'm not sure about the hair.
Oh, I like the hair. I think it works really, really well. I mean, it's not 100%, but I suppose it's close enough at this scale. And then Geordie's obviously got his toolkit.
Yeah.
Hold on there. That works. Then we have Lieutenant Commander Worf. Again, who has a phaser this time round?
I would have loved it, right? I would have loved it for comedic purposes only if he had a blue barrel as an accessory. I think that would have been... do you know what I mean? It's a nice little homage. Yeah,
I do. But Worf has a completely custom torso print as well with the... it's not a sash. I can't remember what it's called now.
We'll for this purpose, we'll call it a sash.
Sash, yes. And he also has a custom hair print as well. Completely custom headpiece, which has got the
ridges.
With the ridges. Now, the only thing I don't like about this is the color of the plastic is slightly off. So
is it?
It's very, you can see it there. It's slightly off.
That's very...
Which annoys me a little bit. But
it's a very convention prosthetic cosplay coloring.
Yes, exactly. After that, we then get, of course, Commander William Riker, who comes with... Oh, and I've just broken it. Bear with me.
His very large musical instrument. Which
is a pain in the ass to build, because essentially it's a gun. It's gun binoculars. There we go. Riker with his trombone, who is a pair of binoculars, which is pushed into a gun, which has then got a bar, an angled piece, a cone, and a dish.
Hear me out. At certain angles, he looks like Lemmy. He looks like... Come on, guys. Look at that picture. Look at that figure at a certain angle and tell me he is not playing Ace of Spades on that trombone. That is Lemmy if I've ever seen it.
And it also comes with a little stand that you build,
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
which is really cool. So I've custom built a sub stand to hold all of the.
Lean into the
But
microphone.
again, sorry, yes, I have built my own little
Accoutrement.
stand. So we have accoutrements, yes. So we have a little
That's
Riker.
Lemmy. That's Lemmy. I'm sorry.
Again, dual face prints. It just works really well. And of course, then finally, the wonderful Captain Jean-Luc Picard, who
Oh, I can't
doesn't
wait
have
to
a
see
dual
his
face
hair.
print.
Oh, wait, never mind.
There isn't any. But
He
what
has
I
an
found
Earl
out,
Grey.
and apparently this cup is completely custom.
What?
This
Really?
the color in the cup is completely custom. It's never this shade of brown is specific to this set.
Oh, they've really outdone themselves with the tea.
I said the Lego group have done an absolutely fantastic job on these, and then the whole lot all go together on this sub build here, which again is just a really nice way of displaying them all. I think it looks really, really cool. I have got data in the wrong place because Spot's taken up too many. Trying to get Spot is a bit of annoyance because of it's designed to go across two studs.
Yeah.
And it because it's designed to go that way against the studs, but it
All
doesn't
right.
quite fit. So you have to kind of like wedge his back legs over a stud.
Ooh, a little bit of feedback.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, and
still
it makes
cool,
it
though.
look
It's
like
still cool.
it's Troy's cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because everyone is supposed to have 2 to 3 studs between them.
Yeah.
For spacing, but I think it still looks really cool. It's a really nice sub build. Now, when it comes to building the set, you can build it one of two ways. In theory, you can either build the star drive section first, or you can build the saucer. And it comes with 2 manuals, so you get a manual for each. So you can build it with more than one person, which I also thought was really cool. Much my other half did not want to build it with me, but there we are. However, that being said, I would recommend building it star drive first, followed by saucer, because on the assembly of the saucer, you will need to dock it to the star drive.
Yes.
Now then, with that being said,
historically, the saucer has always been the heaviest part of any Galaxy model.
Look at it!
Look at that.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off. I'm going to take the saucer off, and we're going to talk
Carefully.
about star drive. So we're going to undock the shuttle.
What a way, though. I'm sorry, that is a genius. It is a genius way.
Genius.
Because we were discussing this before we started recording, where historically models of the Enterprise D have always had a lopsided issue with the saucer section.
Yeah.
Right now, right in front of me, I have a tiny little model this big, right? That's supposed to go in your car that wobbles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's sagging. And that is literally the weight of a hair, and that's sagging.
Yep.
And then the Diamond Select ones and the Corgi ones, they all have the Fan Home Eagle Moss one, all have that issue. And the way that Lego just went, we'll pretend that a shuttle's entering the main shuttle bay and we'll use it as a linchpin.
Perfect.
Genius.
So the way I'm going to partially disassemble this because you can remove bits easily. So I'm going to remove.
He says this, folks. He says this, folks.
Okay, so
don't do it, Deanna.
This is the star drive, and the way that you build it is fascinating because you essentially build the left side first, and you actually build it this way around.
Really?
So essentially, you start building it flat from down. So essentially, there's a seam that runs down the middle, and you build this piece up like this, and you build them as sub builds. So you start off with just this just this piece. We start off with first. Then you attach it to this part. Then you build this part separately, and the whole lot all pushes together. And so then essentially the overlapping of all of these bricks then holds everything in place.
Yeah, so essentially you're building a keel, and then the dorsal spar, and then
you build it twice, but one side backwards, and then the whole thing has 3 of these pins.
Yeah.
So there's one here, there's one behind here, and there's one under here.
Okay.
And then that is all, and then essentially that then gives you the star drive section. Then you bolt on the saucer and then the surrounding parts of the saucer, and then that completes the star drive. Sorry, the deflector dish.
Yeah.
Right. The deflector dish. Now, look, it's a bit of a controversial subject. Is the deflector dish, and I understand why, but it's essentially just held on with a black plate behind. Now then, the deflector dish. Let's talk about the deflector dish. I think the way that they've achieved it is fantastic. Because I don't think, unless you wanted to go on R&D and build an entirely new piece, would have cost a lot of money. And the fact that they've taken essentially 2 car windscreens, printed on the reverse, to put on there.
Oh, so is it printed? It's not a sticker?
It's printed on the back side.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Look, I don't hate it. I think the only thing it needs is it just needs something in the middle.
It needs a gold.
Correct.
It needs the gold.
The problem is, I don't know how you would do it because these parts don't have inside studs. The studs are on the outside, and they are what essentially hold it to the rest of the ship.
I mean, essentially, what you could have done is continued the print on both sides and then just finished the print so you've got the blue outright of the dish, then the gold in a dish, and then finish it off with a further blue print in the middle with 2 gold dots.
I'm guessing costings and everything else is just
possibly
not.
But
also, it's whether you can print on the inside. I don't know because it's a inverse. You're printing on the inside is actually a lot harder to do than printing on the outside. But
I hazard a guess that down the line there is going to be a modification for that dish.
Absolutely. I've already heard some rumblings in the community that people are working on third-party ways, even if it's just double-sided tape stuck inside.
Exactly.
But anyway, that then completes the star drive. The last part of this lower section, of course. Oh, and actually, just one point to note. I have noticed all of the impulse engines are orange.
To give the illusion that they're activated, maybe?
I don't know, but to be honest with you, the shade of orange is very bright. Now, I was doing something completely unrelated the other day. Some of you may know I've just released a line schematic of the U.S.S. Titan.
No, you have.
And I was looking through Doug Druxler's ArtStation account. And I know we gave Fanhome a lot of shit, didn't we, about the fact that the Bassard collectors and the impulse engines are orange.
Well, I mean, no.
We did. Not just us. I mean, Trek community as a whole.
We gave them shit because the entire impulse setup was orange and not in certain parts.
Yeah. However, looking at Doug's renders, they're orange.
All of it.
All of it. No. The actual imparts, the way it should be.
Yeah, they're orange.
But they're orange. And I wonder, and it does make me wonder, are impulse engines in general supposed to be orange? But the way the show is coloured makes it not orange.
So it could be a shading, and it could obviously, when we see the exteriors of the vessels, there is different lighting.
Because I know, for example, or anything red in the Picard L cars is actually orange. There's no red, with the exception of the of fleet formation mode outlines. They're the only red parts. Everything else is orange. Even the red alert warning graphics and that are all orange.
All right.
Anyway, diverging slightly. So we then move on to the nacelles. I love these nacelles. I think these nacelles look incredible. And essentially, you build it like a cake. You build the bottom half first, and then there's a Lego Technics. So I'm going to see if I can...
Does it actually contain warp coils?
Well, yes and no.
Oh. So does it have dead bodies next to the ram scoops?
No, there's no dead bodies next to the ram
scoops. They could have done it. They could have had the Easter egg they could have had.
Okay. That is the inside.
Oh.
Which it does look kind of cool.
So this is I will say this is very reminiscent to how Blue Bricks did the nacelles for their ship. So I remember when I built the NX-01, they had the connecting rods inside the nacelle.
Bear with me, I just accidentally broke the nacelle, which was not my intention.
I told you to stop being Deanna Troi. You're in charge of this for 1 minute.
Well, what I wanted to show you is how this part was done, and actually the fact that you can, it actually comes out. But I've just...
He's wearing an Enterprise E t-shirt. The heathen. Do you know we can't hear a word you're saying? Oh, he's had enough. He's gone. He's gone. He's just walked off. Okay, this is my show now. La da 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 da. Oh, damn, never mind.
No. So I'm still missing one, but you have. So the problem is they're not attached to anything, and that's the issue. So I need to find. I need to find the last one of those. But it will do for the moment until I can find it. So the Bussard collectors are 2 red pieces.
Yeah.
With these custom pieces on top. Now, these bricks, these dome pieces, are actually from a Mario set.
What?
And they were created for Mario, but they've been recolored into trans red.
Okay.
So again, these pieces currently are exclusive to this set.
That's interesting.
Which is kind of cool. Anyway, so what we get is all of these little sub builds. So you build it in 3 layers. You build the bottom part, then you build this middle part. You snap it together. And
the coloring of the coloring of the grill is absolutely spot on as well.
I love it. A lot of people have moaned because it's very light compared to the blue bricks, but I actually quite like it. And then you essentially do a duplicate build of the bottom, but with some extra pieces in it, and then the whole thing just snaps together.
I think what people have to realize is the coloring that they've gone for is to give the illusion that the nacelles are actually on, because let's not forget that these are not intentionally designed to be lit.
Anyway, and then the whole thing, because you've got these rods that run through the middle, you have these 4 clips.
It does the old Playmates.
They
click.
Literally just pull in and click, and that's it. And then that's your star drive section done. Then you build your stand, which is a big old stand, and it's not the prettiest looking thing, I have to say.
That's a blue brick stand if I've ever seen one in my entire life.
It's a bit hideous, isn't it? I don't like the stand. I'm hoping that someone's going to build, or at least like on Bricklink or something, someone's going to design a better stand for this.
I think this model deserves
a better stand.
It deserves an Earth Station McKinley.
Absolutely. But I mean, just some little cool things which I really liked is these angled pieces here are on hinges. So you build them, stick them on, and again, some stickers there for the shuttle bays.
Okay.
Which I also don't hate. And then the whole thing, there's just 2 slots across the bottom.
Yeah.
And they run the entire, they go up all the way through. So if you push too hard, you can actually push parts up. I mean, you have to really push it down, but the fact
that they go into the hole deep is good stability.
Yeah, but look how deep they go.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. You need that for stability, and the fact that the stand is also angled in a way because they know what needs to be compensated for.
Exactly. Now, the little shuttle build, which does fit into a pin hole on the docking part of the is not. It's only 1 brick deep.
Okay.
Because my initial thoughts is that's really cool, but I don't actually want the shuttle there.
Yeah.
I would just like it to sit flush.
Yeah.
You can't, because you can't push it in deep enough, because it's literally the depth of this 1 brick.
Oh.
So also bear in mind, it's literally a 1 thickness of a brick holding the entire saucer in place.
Yeah, here's me thinking that the linchpin idea was cool.
I think it is cool. However, I was talking to my good friend, the lovely Andy Palastides from Wolf 359 and Tranquil Press the other day. And he's got his, but he's holding off building it, waiting for light kits, and he's also waiting for a wall mount.
Oh, that would be
because
cool.
Obviously a lot of the Lego stuff you can buy wall mounted frames for. I don't think it's going to wall mount. I don't think it's going to be sturdy enough.
No.
With that being said,
bring on the plate.
Saucer. So, saucer's gorgeous. It's absolutely fantastic. And it has some really cool. So the only thing, this is all that holds the saucer in place. That's it. Just that. And it weighs 1.5 kilos.
What?
This weighs 1.5 kilos, just the saucer. Now then,
my God.
some really cool little Easter eggs, which I really like. Captain's yacht.
Yeah.
It's essentially a shield.
It's
It is a
shield.
minifigure shield.
No way. Oh my God, it actually is.
Which I thought that is ingenious piece usage. Absolutely ingenious piece usage. And then again, you have lots of smooth plates, and then you have a few stickers. Now, this is where the stickers are a bit annoying, because you can clearly see that they are solid stickers because the shade of grey doesn't match.
Yeah.
And that's just indicative of Lego stickers. Now, if I flip this upside down, the registry is printed.
Yes.
So what I would say is probably the most important sticker is printed. You have a few more stickers, and this one is the worst, because this is actually textured.
Gardens.
Yes, but this is actually textured.
Okay.
It's not smooth, and
Then
you've got a sticker on it, so it looks a bit weird. But the hole is obviously for the shuttle.
Yeah.
But the cool little thing is you can actually take that
off.
Oh,
you can see
and
the
there
other
is a
shuttle
shuttle in the shuttle bay, which I also thought is a nice little touch.
That's cool.
That's the only part of the saucer that comes off. You then have these straws that are your phaser arrays, which again, really clever piece usage.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
And I've made a few adaptations already. I've swapped a couple of pieces out so I can stick some nav lights on.
Oh, good.
And I've also put a clear brick just on the top because it has a stud placement and it looked a bit weird. Yeah. But all of these, some of these, I think it's these ones at the front, are actually a custom new piece for this set. And they're all printed. All of this is print all the way around.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because that would be awkward to try and stick.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I also thought at first, because there's this line in it, it's actually two pieces stacked on top of each other. It's not. That's a single piece.
Oh.
So you have... So that is one single piece. And then that is a slightly bigger single piece. So there's two of them on the front. Again, it's just really clever. And a lot of people have hinted that the brown looks silly. I actually quite like the brown.
It's definitely a choice.
It's growing on me. And also, when you look at the original studio model, there are loads of different colors. And obviously, you're never going to be able to get the Aztecing on a Lexi. And I think to just subtly put in, a bunch of pieces that are, tan all throughout to kind of give the feel of Aztecing. Yeah, I don't hate. But also at the same time, you can go to Britlink, you can buy those because all of those parts are generally available. They're normal Lego bricks, but just in a different color. Yeah. If you don't like it, go to Britlink, buy them, replace them.
Yeah, I guess.
So yeah, the whole thing itself is 66 centimeters long, and it weighs about 3 and a bit kilos in total.
That is a chunky boy.
But it's gorgeous. I am over the moon with it. So let me put this back.
Carefully.
I have to find that last red brick that went flying somewhere. To put back. Again, I love these minifigures. The minifigures are so cool. So, I mean, look, I think as a whole, the set is fantastic. It really is. Is it worth £350? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, look, I think it's £350, and I can't remember what it is in dollars. Is it $399?
It's $379 or something like. It's something a little bit more expensive, yeah. Obviously because GBP, USD.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think. I mean, look, it's 3,600 pieces. Divide that by £350. It works out about 10.2 pence per piece. Okay. Now, on the grand scheme of things, I know a lot of Lego aficionados say that sort of 7 to 8 pence is the perfect sweet spot for piece per usage pricing, which a lot of sets are. So, like you look at a lot of sets, but there are obviously licensing costs, and we know that Paramount charge exuberant licensing
They are
costs.
charging a lot more at the moment.
Yeah, when you take into the account 10.2 pence per piece, there is a lot of prints. There are one sheet of stickers. There's a typo, which which we'll briefly talk about in a second, which is when you build the set, before you cover up the top of the saucer, there is a mini dedication plaque that goes inside, and you never see it. And actually, it's very difficult to get to without seriously disassembling parts of the saucer. But it does say to boldly go where no one has gone before. Last time I checked, Boldly has 2 L's, Lego Group.
I think they wanted to say Baldy, but they just did not have the cojones.
Yeah. So what I'm hoping is going to happen, that Lego might address that in future runs.
Yeah.
Which would make these early runs slightly more desirable because they'll have the typo one. Who knows? Who cares? But anyway,
the curse of the Enterprise D runs.
This is not the first time that the word boldly has been spelt wrong on a Star Trek IP. So,
at least, listen, I've got the dorsal spar and the diamond select with no windows. That is highly desirable.
That's very true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, look, it's a little bit pricey. I think if it was £300 or $319, I think from a UK pricing perspective, that would be a little bit easier to swallow than £250. I think the gift with purchase is incredible. I'm a bit annoyed that it was only available for 4 days. The shuttle was only available till the 1st of December. And once the 1st of December was here and gone, that's it. It was done, dusted, never to be seen of again. And I think that's a bit of a shame. I think they should have kept that gift with purchase going for a year or 6 months. Because, I mean, last time I checked, and I did check this morning, and I'm going to check it now, the shuttle is back ordered in the UK at least till, okay, it's now saying the 29th of January, but that's changed twice today.
It's just I wish I could afford it. I wish I could, and it's a lot of
it is a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, and that FOMO is real. And it's just like this is the first Star Trek set, and it's like, yay! It's only going to be available for a very short amount of time, and it's like, oh,
it is $399 in the US, and they don't have a date of when it's coming into stock. It is literally out of stock with no option to back order, no option to say when literally the only option on there is notify me when it's back. That's it. So for all of our American friends out there, I'm sorry, but it's not going to come anytime soon. No. And I don't know if that's just because of the world that we currently live in, where there are tariffs and everything else in place that is going to make importing a lot harder. Plus, being in Europe, they can manufacture stuff and send it straight out, which is possibly why it's now shipping the 29th of January. I mean, this morning it was saying the 20th of February. Yeah. So they're obviously manufacturing these with no... I have just looked, actually. Anybody in the southeast of England, Lego Blue Water still have stock. Apparently, according to this, Lego Blue Water still has stock. So, yeah, it's such a cool set. You get the winter gazebo as your gift with purchase. Unfortunately, you don't get the shuttle, which I think is a bit of a gut punch, I think, for a lot of people. I think it would have been really nice.
Thematically, it's very much on point for a gift with purchase.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, no, because don't forget, a lot of the gifts with purchases actually run all the way through for a month, don't they? So last month's gift with purchase was the hot chocolate stand for the Lego Winter Village.
All right.
At the moment, this month's one is the Winter Gazebo. Oh wait, no, hang on. 3rd of the 12th to the 9th of the 12th. Oh, okay. So it looks like they're a week. They're for a week. I'm talking out of my arse. Sorry. They are a week. But yeah, I just think that it's a really cool set. I think if you are a Lego fan, it is absolutely worth it from that perspective. I just think it's a little bit of a hard pill to swallow because it is very expensive. Not just that, it's massive, and you need to find somewhere big enough to put the damn thing.
For those that feel ever so generous, just saying.
So look, I think all in all, it's a really, really good set. I feel very fortunate and very privileged to be able to buy it.
You are extremely privileged. By the way, where do you live?
Fun fact, I live at 123 The Street in A Town in A County, and the postcode is ABC1. And my telephone number is 999.
I've got a North of England I've got to crop out the ready.
But no, look, I do appreciate that I was very lucky to be able to get it. And I don't take that lightly. So, you know, to be able to sit here and talk about it with somebody that who looks like the Grinch right now, you are green with envy, sir. You are as green as my Christmas tree.
I am so angry because it's like the one time I don't have money and all the cool stuff comes out, and I'm like, this is just karma. I really hope though that there will be a reissue, won't there? Obviously, there'll be a reissue.
Oh, it's coming back into stock. I mean, right now, it's going to be. I mean, look, typically Lego sets last 18 months before they're retired. Thereabouts, depending on popularity. It's been an incredible success. It has sold out worldwide. And it's, you know, and in Europe, they are now saying it's starting to come back into stock at the end of January, beginning of February.
I'm more or less
you will be able to get it.
I'm more or less confident with my ever-expanding media empire, I'll be able to afford one by the time it comes in. So
absolutely,
the build will be there. But my question is, I've only got that part there, or it's going in the living room. Oh wait, I live alone. It's going in the living room.
Yeah, annoyingly. See, my problem is I have a Lego space shuttle, which used to reside here, is now currently residing on a shelf over there-ish. It only just fits on the shelf because I can't put that in the living room because my darling fiance said no.
I have literally...
It's bad enough that there is a Stargate and a little QMX Enterprise D and a slate tile with a Live Long and Prosper engraved into it in Vulcan in the living room. It's bad enough.
I have literally, as you have said that, found the perfect place in my living room for when I do get it.
Good. Right. Anywho, we've talked about this set long enough now.
Yes.
So, for all of those watching and listening at home, again, thank you for giving us your time to listen and watch to two strange nerds grabble on about a Lego set for...
Strange New Nerds.
Strange New Nerd. Ooh. Perhaps that's a new podcast name.
I've already trademarked it. Come at me, bro.
Damn you. The nerd generation, TNG.
Stop giving away our secrets, you idiot. Stop recording.
I'll cut this out. I'll just bleep it. Anyway, so yes, obviously, again, thank you so much for listening and watching. Remember, you can catch up with more of us here at the Clonestar Podcast, at our website, clonestarpodcast.com, as well as our Patreon, all of those social media places, and as well as this YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and that bell icon so you will get notified when we next upload. But until then, be brave, be bold, and boldly go.